So, as you guys know, Rand Paul has left the United States House. Don't worry, we're still left with his crazy behind son, Rand Paul, who, you know, I agree with him on some things, but I disagree with him mostly on everything. But, you know, he has a radio show, Rand Paul Radio, and this is what he says, that he thinks that the United States is hiding information about Malaysia Airlines Flight 17. That's what he says. You know, he was like, I just don't understand. I think that the U.S. government knows a lot more than it's letting on about the Malaysia Airlines crash, likely hiding the truth. He says. He goes further, you know, to say, and they're destroying. And this is all in his Voice of Liberty show. And he believes that, like, don't get me wrong, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think that the intelligence culture in this country, or the intelligence gathering culture, has gone too far. I don't even think I think it's beyond any president's control. And the reason why I say that is because let's look at the facts. George Bush could control the CIA. Bill Clinton, nobody can control them. They just do what they want. They'll investigate you. They'll investigate members of the United States Senate. They don't care. But that doesn't speak to this Malaysia Air thing. Because even if the government knows more, like, what exactly does Ron Paul want the government to tell us? Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? And this is a question. What do you want the government to tell us that we don't know? Who shot it? Because we know that. Like, who died? We know that too. Like, why'd they shoot it, maybe? But we sort of have an inclination of why that happened. The how, we know. We know what missile they used. The where, we know that too. And the who is the only thing that's a little bit murky. So what else is, like, I mean, it seems to me that the federal government, what the government knows, and what the news agencies have been reporting. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that the news agencies don't lie and don't mask the truth. What I'm saying is what we seem to be hearing is about 50 or 60% of what's happening. How much does he really want to know? And when the other question here is, so what? He knows, or we know. What does that mean? Does that change anything? I mean, does it change, like, how voters vote? Does it change how Congress passes policy? Like, does it change anything? Like, really, let's be honest about this question. Probably doesn't.